Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comment section. We can get right into this video, man. Salute to everybody tapping on in. Y'all know what it is. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap on in. If y'all can hear me, press one in the comments. We're going to get right into this video, man. Because I'm going to tell you something. Every single time one of you clowns come up in here running y'all mouth, saying something about, oh, man, come on, Ticket, man. How you going to be trying to help me doing a black man like this, bro? I'm going to destroy you. I told y'all, man, stay away from me, bro. The best thing that you can do is stay away from me. I'm just letting y'all know that right now, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Because, as I said before, y'all keep talking about this black man, black man, black man, black man, black man argument, but all I see Diddy around is non-black folks, right? Let me ask y'all a question. How in the blue hell can you sit up here and have your legal team in court arguing about race? See, no, man, they're getting rid of another black juror. They're getting rid of a black juror. When Diddy's 80% of his legal team is white. I'll wait. I'm going to wait. 80% of Diddy's legal team is white. I'll wait. Half of the people that's involved in this case, who are Diddy's peers, or the people who Diddy hired, are white. Don't come to my comment section playing with me, man. I will stir fry anything moving in my area. Anything moving, I will stir fry. Once again, upper right, left-hand corner, Tenny Garagos, Diddy's lawyer, white. Beside her, George Kaplan, Diddy's assistant, white. Beside him, David James, Diddy's assistant, white. Beside him, another one of Diddy's lawyers, white. Brian Steele, or Brian Aluminum, however you want to call him. Bottom left-hand corner, another one of Diddy's lawyers, his main lawyer, Mark Anglifo, white. Diddy's right-hand woman, most closest confidant, Christina Coram, white. The boy that's getting ready to go in court tomorrow and testify against Diddy, because, you know what I'm saying, he get ready to tell it all on Diddy as far as that work was being moved, white. I could go on and on and on. I just didn't even have enough space to put all the people on here, especially Diddy's lawyers. I didn't have enough space to crop out so you guys could properly see these people's face and put all the faces on there. Stop playing with me, man. I'm surgical with this, man. I'm cut from a whole different cloth. And then let's talk about this, right? Oh, man, it's a bunch of black folks that's trying to tear P. Diddy. No, Diddy tore himself down. Diddy tore himself down. Once again, look at all of the people around Diddy Combs. I ain't doing them telling the truth, so don't get mad at me. If I'm telling the truth, don't get mad at me, because I'm telling the truth. Don't come to my comment section. Don't be running your mouth. Don't be repeating lame-ass talking points. Come in and stand on business with factual information, because that's all I'm doing is bringing in factual information. 80% of Diddy's lawyers are white. If Diddy cares so much about race, why he didn't hire a primarily black legal team to defend him in a case where he feels like race is so important? Answer that question. I'm waiting on somebody to give me a good answer on that. I'm waiting. Double dog dare y'all. Oh, you really want me to go in my bag and really start cooking? Because you know my bag is deep. Fadeaways, all that. Up and under, post moves, everything you got. I'm a Akeem Olajuwon in the block with that thing, baby. The moves is impeccable. Oh, man, this is messed up, man. They doing Diddy dirty, man. Ain't nobody supporting Diddy. Who supported Sean Poe? Who supported Sean Poe? White Air Force Ones, bunnies and rubber bands. What? Let me see your hands. Make hits to my last breath with the P-U-double-F. Who went in the court with Sean? Everybody running around here talking about, man, ain't nobody running around here supporting Diddy. Who supported Sean Poe? Sean Poe this dude did a whole first down. Didn't tell on nobody, didn't snitch, stuck to the code. Don't nobody care about him. Let's look at what Sean Poe said. Right? Sean Poe, Money's in Rubber Band, America's #1 man. Right? Let's listen to what Sean Poe had to say. No, I don't even want to listen. Let's talk about it. Let me put this on the screen for you guys. Salute to everybody that's in here, man. Like I said before, it's easy to ether. Don't come in my comment section. You come in my comment section talking, I'm gonna take time to ether every last one of y'all. It's gonna be slow ether. Straight like that. Smash the like button, y'all come on in here and share the video, man. Like I said before, man, I don't want no lame excuses, no none of that. Period. I'm coming in here and we cooking. Okay, let's look at it right here. Remember that right there, you guys? What does that say on your screen, man? Ex-rapper Sean says that Sean Diddy Combs destroyed his life in 1999 club shooting. He pretty much sent me to prison, Sean Poe said. What else did Sean say in this article? Let's get into this article a little bit. From the New York Post. Former Bad Boys rapper Jamal Sean Barrow slammed Sean Diddy Combs for ruining his life by making him the fall guy in his 1999 nightclub shooting, New York nightclub shooting. He pretty much sent me to prison, Sean said. This is someone who destroyed my life, he said. He repeatedly said of the 10-year sentence he got for defending the long disgraced rap superstar, right? Barrow said he was in New York in 99 as an 18-year-old kid just wanting to do nothing more than make his mother proud and make Bailey's proud and be recognized for my talent and take over the world. Instead, he says he became the fall guy for Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy or Puffy, when 3 people were injured after Combs fired a shot into the ceiling of a Midtown dance club while with then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Let's go on. Combs told the jurors he only fired in self-defense, and Sean was the only one to get prison time with a 10-year sentence for shooting 2 bystanders. Sean Poe said, man, I was defending him. And he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. But niggas don't want to keep this shit 100. Y'all want to come to my channel running y'all mouth. So I'm going to stir fry each and every last one of you niggas. Let me read that second paragraph again. Sean Poe says, I was defending him. And he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. Let's not lose sight of what the cold, hard facts are, he said of the betrayal. Right? Everybody talking about, oh man, they doing Diddy dirty, man. They doing Diddy dirty, man. What about Sean Poe, nigga? Sean Poe did 10, nigga. Didn't cry about nothing. He went there, didn't snitch, didn't turn on nobody, did his time, nigga. Don't nobody care about that though. If it was really a black thing, you would care about that black man being done dirty. But y'all don't. I know y'all don't. Y'all just come to the channel, say anything y'all want to say, and I'm gonna keep cooking you niggas every single time. 3 the hard way, nigga. Everything y'all come with, I'm gonna cook you niggas with facts. Sean said, this is someone who destroyed my life. But do I take any joy and satisfaction for what he's going through? He said of Diddy, who is currently behind bars. Sean was eventually released in 2009 and deported back to Belize, where he's now a leader of the opposition in the Belize House of Representatives. He laughs when asked if he knew anything about the now notorious freak-offs in which prosecutors say he forced women to have sex with male prostitutes while he choked his chicken and recorded some of these days-long sessions. Right? Let's keep going, right? And so, you know, this is hilarious to me that Sean Poe, and he been saying this stuff. It's interviews from when he was in prison, all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, bro, the man was saying this, and did anybody care? No. Was anybody saying, hey, man, we got to, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you heard some people saying was free Sean. That's it. Where was Diddy at? Sean himself said he claims Diddy turned his back on him. But I know we ain't going to talk about that. We're going to ignore that because we got to say what we're going to say in people's comments and harass people to fit certain narratives. Nah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Right? Let's talk about that. Then let's go on. Back to this point right here. Right? You ever wonder why Diddy's main assistant wasn't black? Why was it Christina Corum? She's white. But Diddy's in court arguing. His lawyers in court arguing about race. They're forgetting that they're white. You got white people arguing about race in court for Diddy. Nigga, that's the ass backwards. You have white people in court arguing. Let me say this again. White people in court arguing about race for Diddy when they taking Diddy's money as far as him being his representation, his legal representation. Diddy got 2 black lawyers. Diddy got like 10 lawyers overall, 2 of them black. That's 80% white lawyers. But he's sitting up here talking about race. See, can't nobody combat what I'm saying because everything I'm speaking is factual information. Right? That's all I'm saying. Everything I'm saying is factual information. Right? These are all facts. Go down and look at this whole list of lawyers. Point blank, period. So Diddy using this race thing is lame. And it's fake. Because if it was really about race with Diddy, and it was really about black love and all this other stuff, why he ain't have predominantly 80 to 20% black representation with him in court? Why didn't he reflect that in his businesses? If that's the case, he's screaming black excellence, but your right-hand chick is white. I'm just saying. Your assistants, David Kaplan, David James, George Kaplan, these people are white. I keep going on. Now, Diddy has some black folks that was in there working for him. But I'm asking y'all a question. How much was he paying them versus how much he was paying them black folks? How much was Christina Corum making versus Capricorn Clark? Ooh, I guarantee y'all don't want to talk about that. How much was Christina Corum making on salary versus Capricorn Clark? Come on now. What about the financing guy that came in there? How much was Christina Corum making versus him? Come on now, let's get to it. Let's get to it, right? How much was these two white guys at the middle top part of your screen making versus Diddy's black security? The guys who was protecting his life. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that. Yeah, like I said before, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said before, so when people can start giving me these answers and stop trolling and give real answers, smash the like button, y'all. We should have over 1,000 likes. This is too easy. I can get the whole list of Diddy's lawyers, of his whole legal team. This is not hard for me. I can get a whole list of Diddy's legal team right now. I can get the whole list. It's easy work. Caveman can do it. 80% of this man's lawyers are white, and he ain't in there talking about race. He got white lawyers in here, along with the two black lawyers he got talking about race. Are you crazy? This isn't fair. No, what it shouldn't be fair is that you talk about race, but 80% of your lawyers are white. That shouldn't be fair. Let's talk about that. Right? Why not give prominent black lawyers this case? I'm just asking. That's all I'm saying. Let's talk about something else. Sean Post said something else. Sean said that Diddy got him different lawyers. When they had their case, Sean said Diddy got different lawyers. Diddy had his lawyers, got him different lawyer. Think about that. And Sean alleged that Diddy had people testify against him. That's what Sean Poe alleged. So Sean had his lawyer. Diddy got different lawyers than Sean. But guess what, y'all? Guess who got the same lawyer as Diddy? Christina Coram, his right-hand girl. Tanya Garagos is reportedly the lawyer for Christina Coram as well. Ooh. And check this out, y'all. Diddy was paying for Jane Doe's lawyer even up to now. Jane Doe, is Jane Doe black? Jane Doe, I don't think Jane Doe is black. I gotta find out. We don't know who Jane Doe is, but I don't know if she's black. I doubt she's black. But Diddy is paying her her legal fees. But did he pay Sean's? Did he pay Sean's? Did Diddy pay Sean's lawyer? Because they got different lawyers. I know y'all ain't gonna answer this question. I'm just asking y'all. Right? I'm asking y'all. So Diddy can pay for Jane Doe's lawyer, but not Sean Poe. Christina Coram, I wonder who's paying for her lawyers. That's a great question. Great question. Everybody gonna ask these questions I'm presenting. See, because when you come and present facts, they want to move the goalpost, call you a hater, and talk all this other dumb shit. Nope, sorry. Like I said before, if you're gonna throw your fist in the air and talk this super pro black shit, man, your whole team better damn near be black. What it look like you throwing up a fist surrounded by white folks? Talking about something, yeah, man, I'm for the cause, man. But you surrounded by white folks. That's basically what Diddy's doing. He got 80% of his legal team is white. Nobody's talking about that. His top assistant, white. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. Poor decision making by this guy. Let's keep it 100. But no, we don't want to say that. We don't want to say, hey, man, Diddy was wrong, man. This dude is an idiot. He made dumbass mistakes. That's going to cost him probably the rest of his life in prison. He can appeal as many times as he wants. TMZ can have up Judge Mathis as many times they want. Ain't going to change what's going to happen in that courthouse. Like I said before, So if this is a real black thing, real black movement, and you moving like that, okay, cool, it's something different. But you can't have majority white lawyers throwing up a fist talking about, so, hey man, this is injustices, man. This is an injustice. Then here's the kicker, right? A lot of these people talk so much about how they hate white folks, but who's the guy that they're looking at to pardon Diddy? A white man. Oh, God. Oh my God. Think about what I just said now. But we don't want to get deep on them conversations because it's going to get too deep. Y'all see what I'm saying? If you catch my drift, and you know I'm cooking. You know I'm cooking. Right? So, like I said before, where they at? If you want to know the truth is Diddy and his businesses had a lot of white folks and black folks mixed in together. He had that white girl in the highest position pretty much as his assistant under him. As far as his legal team goes, majority white. But don't come in here arguing in my channel, talking about some, hey man, come on, Ticket man, because you see, clearly see they doing a black man down, man, and Diddy ain't got nobody to support him. Nigga, who was supporting Sean Pope? When I say that, niggas shut up. Niggas don't say nothing when I ask who was supporting Sean Pope. That nigga did 10 years and didn't snitch, nigga. At all. That nigga took his bed. The nigga went to prison, took his bed, didn't say a word. Nigga walked out, nigga, after 10 years. You know what that does to a motherfucker? 10 years in prison, nigga. 10 years. Poe came out, wasn't sounding the same or nothing. Go give up 10 years of your life right now and go to the feds. Or go to the penitentiary. Go to the state penitentiary. See what it do to you. See what it do to you. Sean did that like a man. Stripped this man of his entire career. Don't nobody care about that. Went to court by himself. Go look at all the pictures online on Google. This man going to court. This man walking into court by himself or with his lawyer. He put his life on the line for Puff. But walked in court by himself. I know. But once again, the next time I come in with a different chart, because you know I'm a stir fry. I'm going to have all new faces on here. And you're going to notice one thing. What I said keeps going and going and going and going and going. But nobody will answer these questions. I have these legitimate questions I have presented. They won't do it. Then, after Sean got released, Sean said Diddy hit him with 50 G's. Are you serious? Are you serious, dog? He's spending more money than that on baby oil and freak offs. This man did 10 years for you. You're supposed to have in there 10 million waiting for him when he get out. Didn't roll on you, didn't snitch, didn't do nothing. And you know, you got to salute Sean to that, because Sean is different from these working people. When you in the game, you know what I'm saying? That's different. That's why y'all don't hear me talking about nobody that's in the game like that. That's a whole different situation. This situation with Diddy is everyday working people y'all watching. That's why I'm saying he's an idiot. Pure idiocy. If you talking street shit and niggas that's in the streets, I'm not finna touch that, because them niggas all live by code. So that's different work right there. They deal with whatever come to you. Right? Think about that. But I know it's gonna go over y'all head too. Just don't come to my channel and leave that somewhere else, bro. Don't come to my comment section running your mouth, because I'm gonna be inclined to keep stir frying you niggas every single day. I'm gonna keep stir frying. I seen y'all over there harassing old girl today on her channel, Simone, when she came out talking about they proved the Rico today. And I saw that after I came off YouTube. I went to her channel. Everybody was telling me go over there. I see people in her comment section harassing her now. Black woman harassing her. But that's how y'all get down. And with me, it's more so of Diddy is pure idiocy. Everything this dude did was stupid. This man had everything. Think about this, y'all. How you snitch on yourself? He snitched on himself with everything. Everything y'all see with Diddy is self-inflicted. He ratted on himself. He had all the evidence in his phone, all the evidence in his crib. Bro, this dude had all the evidence on him. How can you be mad at anybody else and talk about anything being unfair? He the one that asked for the judge they got right now. Ain't nobody gonna talk about that. They ain't gonna talk about that. They don't even know the judge. Oh man, the judge unfair, man. I don't know, man. They're not even reading the rulings. They don't even know what the percentage of the rulings is one way or another. They just, oh man, come on, just throwing shit at the wall to see if it sticks. Don't work on my channel. So, like I said before, right? And what about the protection of black women? But I guess we're not gonna get to that. And I ain't saying that all these women are on, bro. We already know Cassie, the other chick, they super freaks. That's not my argument. My argument is discretion with Diddy. Why would you even put yourself being that you're at the level you in that type of situation? Like I said before, man. You know what I mean? So this is why these niggas get put in stir fry. Because like I said, until they give me an answer of why Diddy didn't show up for Sean Poe, and again, Sean himself said that I was defending Diddy. And he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. Let's not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are, he said, of the betrayal. Come on now. Let's keep it 100. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that. They're not gonna bring up Sean's case. Right? Where was Diddy at to support Sean? This man, he in the spot with you. He doing whatever he can do to save your life. Shouldn't you pay for his lawyer? Right? Remember Sean was doing interviews from prison talking about this? Sean was doing interviews from prison talking about Diddy. Hold on. He was doing interviews from prison talking about Diddy. Right? He was doing interviews from prison talking about Diddy. Right? And y'all don't understand this. I'm keeping it real. He was doing interviews from prison. I think people forgot when Sean was saying this in prison. He was telling y'all when he was locked up in a hole, man. Right? But everybody forgot. Some of these people don't even know. Right? They don't even know. Straight up.
Celebrity treated when they're inside. You dig? They call me Poe. You feel me? Like, I'm not the whole shine thing. I have nothing to do with that. Like I said, I detached myself from all those things. Like, I had to set, some of my comrades straight. Like, don't even call me Shine. My name is Poe. So they are aware of who you are. Yeah, but I don't function like that. Like, I'm 0183886 to them, you dig? And I don't look at myself as a material. So when I walk around, I don't walk around like, I'm Sean Poe. I walk around like, I got to handle what I got to handle, and that's that. Like, Bottom line, can you tell me why you're so convinced that what he did amounted to turning his back on you? I mean, what a lot of people didn't understand was it's not a matter of, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade? Like, that don't make no sense. And if I'm telling you that she's lying, you understand? The club bouncer we're talking about. Yeah, I'm telling you this woman is lying. You understand? And you saying, hey, well, she helping me. But I'm facing 25 years. And you looking at probation. You understand? And you're not saying, you know what, Ma? My buzzers say you ain't hitting it right. I can't fool with you, whatever. I'm going to have to hold it down. Right. You saying, listen, bro, she lying or whatever you say. I'm calling her because she helps me. Yeah. Yeah, those are the things that, you understand, are unacceptable. You don't have to hold my hand. You don't have to do nothing, but don't try to hurt me. Right. That's intentional. When I tell you that she's lying, when every witness that you called said that they didn't see her where she said she was at, when she's saying that my brother Wolf, God bless the dead, was telling me, yo, Shine, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Like, this woman was the most damaging witness of any witness. She was worse than the prosecution's witness. Right. Which destroyed me because the prosecution is saying I'm this belligerent, reckless, okay, corralled fella. And then my co-defendant is saying the same thing. That was it. That was it. That was it. So, that's what I'm talking about. Justice wasn't served here, and that somebody turned his back on you, and that, and that all this stuff was going to find its way into the music. Yeah, you dig? I mean, it's like if you read, interviews I've done in the past. Well, actually, I did one interview. I said all that, and, so it was like I moved on in a sense. There are going to be more records, but it's like when I overcame the why, and I understood the why, then it's like, I removed the blame from him and understood there was no one to blame because this was ordained. You dig? So, it's like Jesus, when Judas did what he did, Jesus told Peter that he was Satan. His own disciples said, you're Satan, get behind me, and let Judas do what he's supposed to do. And that's how I look at that guy. You dig? He did what he was supposed to do. It was ordained for that entire situation to go down the way it went down. You dig?
And I'm telling y'all, bro, a lot of y'all have to understand the situation with Poe. And, bro, Poe, like I said before, man, that interview he did, bro, there was no, bro, this dude right here, Sean Poe, bro, there will be no other Sean Poe. He was unique, even though everybody at that time, a lot of people thought, oh, he the same. No, he different, bro. Poe different, man. Poe was different, bro. People just didn't catch on to it. But especially from a lot of cats now, you facing 25 and you ain't snitch. You facing 25 and you didn't rat. You ain't rat. You facing 25 years. Man, that's crazy work. He got 10. He was facing 25. Got 10. Don't nobody care about Poe.
From the media standpoint, your trial was the Puffy trial. Do you feel that worked against you? The fact that 99% of the focus was on him?
Obviously, he was the uber star, and I was just up and coming. So, yeah, it's going to be a show. But he used that to just, threw me off. Like, it was terrible, man.
To many, Jamal Shinebarrow is an answer.
Man, we already know, like I said.
On camera about his co-defendant and the infamous trial that landed him here, behind bars.
People probably have the impression that you're just consumed with the idea that, justice wasn't served here and that somebody turned his back on you.
It's not a matter of, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade?
Now, y'all seen that, right? So these are all the things that Poe was saying then in prison. Then you have what Poe was saying now, recently.
Beginnings in Belize. What was it like for you to go all the way back to that?
It was an emotional journey because
And I want to get to that. Hold on. He's talking about his journey from Belize, right? Now, I want to get to this part right here because this is the part I think is important right here.
And a mentor as far as you want to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
I liken it to Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan or Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant. Yeah. What you do off the court, I'm sure coaches try to guide their players as much as possible, but the relationship is more on-court relationship. And so initially, interestingly enough, I didn't trust him. I had a big ego as a young kid, 19 years old, 18 years old. I become a millionaire. I go from drinking sugar water because we were so poor to, eating bread with condensed milk and sometimes going to sleep with nothing and become a millionaire. So I know, the Kanye song was my anthem. Can't tell me nothing. Nobody could tell me anything. I thought I was that guy, and I was that guy. I did it. But there was so much more to do. But initially, there was a competition. It was like, I thought I was the man. I thought I was Diddy. Yeah. And I wasn't. And I wasn't. And I got to thank. So initially, I didn't trust him because I didn't trust anybody. I come from Brooklyn. My friend got his brains blown out when I was, 15 years old. I grew up with people, sell their friends out, snitch on them, kill them. Yeah. That's where I come from. So I didn't trust anyone. And I definitely was not, ready to just open up. And then I thought I was the guy. And I'll never forget there was a young lady I was dating, one of the most, highest selling recording artists ever. And we had an argument. And she was like, "You are nobody. You haven't sold one record."
Oh, she checked you.
She checked me crazy. And that was like from the hand of God. It was a slap from the hand of the heavens because it brought me to where I needed to be. I needed to have focus. I needed to have perspective. And I needed to have some humility. I know hip-hop is a bombastic culture. And it's a culture where you will everything. And so that takes some arrogance, it takes some ego, it takes some confidence. But you can't get too much ahead of yourself. And I was way ahead of myself without putting in the work that was necessary. And Diddy was the key to unlock where I was going. So I had to respect his mentor role, and I had to trust that he sold, hundreds of millions of records, and that's the reason that I came here. I didn't come here to date the girls that he was dating. Right. I didn't come here to drive a Bentley. Yeah. I came here to sell millions of records and let my voice be heard and be recognized for my talent.
So at this point, life is mostly good. You're on a roller coaster. You're making music. You're meeting a lot of famous people, right? Diddy is a partner in your music, you're working. And then it all kind of comes to a crashing halt on December 27th, 1999. Yeah. So how did that night begin?
Well, that night began like any other night where we go out and we're going to try to have a good time. Only difference with that night is 30 days before that, I had been shot at in front of Daddy's house studio, which is why I even had a weapon.
Right, which is important in the documentary. Prior to you getting shot, you didn't own a weapon.
No, I had no reason to have a weapon. I thought I had left the streets of Brooklyn, and I thought I was in this Disney world of musicians and entertainment, and there was no need for me to have that. But after that night in front of Daddy's house, I realized I was back in the war grounds of Brooklyn, Vietnam, and that, I at that stage, you don't go to law enforcement. I'm not the 46-year-old. I wasn't who I am today.
Yeah.
So I had to take matters into my own hands.
Yeah.
And so definitely going to the club that night, I didn't go there with the intent to do anything other than to, have a good time.
Yeah.
But I was hyper aware of whatever dangers could be.
Okay.
And there definitely was danger. A few people were threatening us. Someone definitely pulled out a gun, and I was defending myself, Diddy, J-Lo, and all the friends that were with us, because it only takes a second for someone, to pierce one of your vital organs, and you'll cease to exist.
At what point did you realize it was dangerous?
When a gentleman that I know by the name of Scar, who passed away, who was killed in Brooklyn, started screaming, "I'm going to kill you." Because I know him from Brooklyn, and I know that he's capable of that. And, and then I saw someone else pull out a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you had your weapon on you that night.
Yeah.
Did you fire the weapon?
I'm sorry, I'm late.
Now, this is the part where everybody got to pay attention. Because, again, they had the case. They had separate lawyers. Why do they have separate lawyers? We're going to find out. But Shine's going to answer the $1 million question. Now, let's get to that part.
I was defending myself. The question is, there were other weapons that were fired. The victim, one of the victims said that Diddy shot her, and that, he fired his weapon.
Right.
And there are ballistics that support that multiple weapons were fired. My position is I was defending myself.
Yeah.
I was not there to say that, Diddy had a weapon and that he shot anyone. I was just defending myself. Unfortunately, he didn't handle it that way. He got witnesses to get on the stand to testify against me and lie.
Yeah.
We should have stuck together. We should have told the truth, which is that we were defending ourselves. And he didn't do that. But I moved on so long ago, because when I was complaining about, what an evil person and terrible person I thought he was, at the time, nobody listened. Everyone continued to go to the parties. Everyone continued.
You have it right there. That's what Shine said. Shine Post said it right there and told y'all. But everybody want to get mad at me. Come my conversation, running your mouth to me. Shine Pope been told you niggas this. He been saying this for the last 15 to 20 years. Shine been saying this, bro. Nobody wanted to listen to Poe. Play it again.
When I was complaining about, what an evil person and terrible person I thought he was, at the time, nobody listened. Everyone continued to go to the parties. Everyone continued to celebrate with him. And I moved on, and I healed, and that's so long ago. And then we reconciled thereafter. We performed at the BET Awards, and so but that's how the night unfolded.
Yeah. You have said that you were the fall guy for Diddy, even saying that he destroyed my life.
Yes, calling witnesses to testify against an innocent person who was defending themselves is pretty destructive.
Yeah.
Had he not done that, then, we would have been brothers. But he did that. Literally, we're sitting here, and I'm like, you can't call that witness.
Yeah.
Please don't call that witness. That witness that he called, Sharice Myers, a security guard, was the most damaging witness that testified in the trial, worse than any witness that the prosecutor called. And he was calling other witnesses that came and were, painting me to be the bad guy, and they were trying to create a distance. I believe that's what his advisors, his lawyers were trying to do, which is why he left me in jail when I got arrested. So we went from protege, mentor, I don't know that guy.
Right.
And so that, to me, that's destructive. Calling witnesses to testify against an innocent person who was trying to defend you. I wasn't the one arguing.
Mm-hmm.
No one can tell you that. Diddy was the one arguing. He was having a confrontation, but that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know, we're working together. We're part of a team, part of a bad boy family. I'm not going to leave him and just abandon his side, which is what he ended up doing to me. But as I said this back in 2001, and I've said it, over the years. But then there came a point where it's a cancer. I can't carry this with me for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. So it's just a coincidence that you got that soundbite about him destroying my life, because a journalist in Belize asked me about it in my capacity as opposition leader of the House of Representatives. So I was giving my State of the Nation speech, and thereafter you make yourself available to the media, and obviously, he felt the need to ask me about Diddy, and then he tried to make it as if somehow I was I was in prison for 10 years because this guy sent me to prison. So I don't know what freak-offs he was participating in. I was in Clinton, Demora. Then when I got out, I was deported. So that's 23 years I have not seen or interacted with this guy after a year of interacting with him in a professional level, which I never saw any of those things.
Right.
And so I had to put it in perspective for the journalist that was trying to make a unfounded linkage with he and I. But I had already moved out of that phase of, Diddy destroyed my life.
Yeah.
But we just got to keep it in context for those that would try to gain political mileage with the affiliation to try to make it more than what it is. Let's be clear. This is someone that caused me great devastation, pain, and horror. Not just me, my mom, my dad, my family. I moved on. I healed. But whatever interaction came thereafter was on a strictly professional basis.
Yeah. You mentioned the freak-offs.
Now, as I told y'all, man, but ain't nobody gonna say that about Poe. Did nobody care about Poe. Poe did 10, didn't tell on nobody, didn't snitch, didn't rat, didn't roll, didn't do nothing. Point blank period was left in there to rot, man. You think people cared about Sean Poe? You think they cared about blacks? But they talk all this black shit, man. Don't come to my channel talking that, bro. Stir fry every single time. Like I said, man, Sean Poe did 10 and didn't tell on nobody, was facing 25. This ain't what Ticket telling you. I'm saying what Sean alleged. Period. So, once again, and smash the like button. We should have been had over a couple thousand likes. Right? Sean stood on his. He admitted he had a gun. He admitted he shot in self-defense. He ain't snitch on nobody else, take nobody else down with him. Sean should have been great in every single circle when he came home. Off the fact that he stood tall and he did what a lot of cats ain't doing. That was in the game, that was in that life. Right? Y'all see what it is. Everybody watching this channel see what it is, man. But they ain't gonna talk about that shit. Nobody care about Sean Poe. But we got to sit up here and hear all this. Hey, man, they doing Diddy wrong, man. They doing Diddy, man. They trying to do a black man. Nigga, shut up! Straight like that. Y'all know what it is. Diddy. But Diddy. That nigga come in the comment section writing whole paragraphs. Diddy. Nigga, Sean Pope, nigga. Like, share, subscribe, man. And for y'all run that black card again, man, explain your screen. Because I could have made 3 screens with all different faces. Salute everybody. Y'all know what it is. Your legal team can't be 80% white, and you out here screaming about race. But then you want a white man and Donald Trump to pardon you, allegedly. Let me know what y'all think.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also,